Hey there, Bioman here, and welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about the record of Grancrest War, episode 18. This episode title is called Leader. Now I'm going to try to skip through a lot of the minor details and focus more on what's important. Minor detail, Theo's now a duke. A duke is a high-ranking noble that's right below a king. Lassic, David, Edokai, and Selge all declare loyalty to Theo. The second thing, now that's kind of all the minor details. Now we're getting into what's important, or what at least I think it's what, or at least what I think is important. One of the things that's important is that Theo is now the leader of the treaty and proposes that they separate from the Union to try to create a power balance, just so that way they can stop the bloodshed. And the reason behind this is because Theo feels guilty because of all the lives that were lost, military and civilian. And he talks about this with Saluka in private, and granted with her character, she's trying to reassure him and make him feel better. Because granted, she does love him, and Theo feels the same way. And we know this because of what Theo proposes to Saluka. And if you are as smart as I think you are, you will notice the language I just used for that. Theo tells Saluka about his dream. Not his dream to unify Alexis and Marine, not to stop the chaos, not to unify the continent, not to return to Sistina. His new dream that involves Saluka. Theo tells Saluka that when he returns, he wants her by his side. And Saluka says, well, as your contracted mage, I have vowed to serve you eternally. And that's not what Theo meant, and he tells her this bluntly. He says, not as, well, I'm kind of paraphrasing here, but not as my contracted mage, but as my queen. Granted, this really kind of catches Saluka off guard and kind of brings out her. I'm trying to think, is she a tsundere or a dere? I can't remember which one. She's kind of like a mixture of the two. She's kind of like tough on the outside, but on the inside she's kind of sweet, shy, caring. Where was I again? Oh yeah. And Theo does this because he obviously is in love with Saluka, and Saluka's the same way. And Theo says that two people who love each other should be together. Now, this was one of the most emotional scenes in this entire anime, at least so far. Like I was almost full on crying during this scene. Like I don't know how to explain it. Just anime just hits you in the feels. If you don't know what that means, it means even that's difficult to explain. The term "hit you in the feels" means that anime tends to hit you in the heart that no other show could. Now, the final important part of this episode, and I think this is the most important part. Theo meets with Alexis, leader of the Union, and he's able to convince him to stand up and fight. Not to unify all the crests, but to save Marine. So apparently it appears that he's going to fight to defeat the Alliance, and yet not defeat the Alliance at the same time. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Apparently his plan is to work with Theo in order to create kind of a power balance so they can make the Union, the Alliance, and the Treaty can all come to a compromise and stop the fighting. Now, this was also a very emotional scene. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about this. Now, this is when stuff's about to go down. As we see Alex is actually going into battle. And all of his servants are surprised. The one he's going to attack was just sitting there drinking wine, looks out the window, sees him, and drops the glass. I feel like Alexis is a much better fighter than we think he is. And I am very excited for the next episode, which is called The Awakening of a Noble. And I can pretty much guarantee that this has to do with Alexis. I don't know what to say. This was actually a pretty good episode. I gotta give it about 4.5 out of 5 stars. Just so emotional. Just so much stuff that is going to be leading into the future. Like, I can't get rid of these goosebumps. But that's really all I want to say. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. And once you do, you will be part of the guild. And also, if you like the video, hit that like button. And finally, meet me in the comment section for a discussion on this episode. Byland is signing off.